Welcome, everyone, to the Phoenix News Report. I am Andrea. This is Austin. We have so much to get to tonight. First up, are Republicans better at the economy than Democrats? The answer will only shock you if you have not been paying attention. Plus, Trump got his booty handed to him in court several times this week. And that is always nice. So we're going to have some fun talking about that. Yeah. Then guess who's back? Back again. It's the Epstein story. Apparently, the only thing that can keep that out of the news cycle is speculation over whether or not the president is alive. But he is.
Oh, crap.
I know. So it's back to the Epstein stuff. And we will talk to unlikely hero Marjorie Taylor Greene about her role in the whole Epstein thing.
I don't want to.
Yeah, well, that's your cross to bear. And her CrossFit to bear. See what I did there?
Hits me.
She is working out. And of course, we must discuss RFK Jr.'s impression of Darth Vader at his congressional hearing as he tries to make America have polio again.
Can't wait. I have been looking forward to getting myself fixed with a nice spine brace and some leg braces.
Yeah.
Maybe just lose the legs entirely. Something fun.
I do have to say, in this day and age, that just being stuck in an iron lung and forgotten about does sound kind of nice.
Okay, and
It
plus,
could work.
Iron Lung, how has that not been taken as a metal band name? Because that is a boss-ass metal name.
Now's your chance. Now's your chance. There's
We
a
are
spiky little
Iron
font.
Lung.
Yeah, let's get it going.
And you could actually be a band in Iron Lungs who all have polio.
Yeah,
Slowly dying on stage.
that's right. It's going to be hard to sing because you don't have any lung capacity
all,
anymore.
no.
But yeah, lots of options there. And finally, our news quiz is back, and our own Jen Haston is here to find out who is the best at news.
Okay, I think history has proven so far that you are the best at news.
It does prove that.
Until tonight, when I regain the title of the greatest news quizulated person ever.
Okay.
Especially overused use.
Is that going to fit on the medal? The quizulated? Is that in the Oxford English Dictionary or no?
Is that one of the questions on the quiz?
Not yet. Now, before we dive into how shitty the economy is, let's talk about our dough. We have a little bit of news. Our YouTube channel has been demonetized. Okay? So we uploaded a video that was a little too spicy for YouTube, and we got a warning. But even though it is just a warning and not a full-blown strike, they have taken away our ability to run ads on the channel, which contradicts their own policy of only demonetizing you if you get a strike and not a warning. I am in the process of going back and forth with YouTube support right now. I strongly suspect that I have been talking to a robot because they just keep saying the same things over and over again and not really addressing my issue. So we are going to be in money jail for a little while. I don't know if that's for a couple of months. I don't know if that's permanent. Trying to get answers, hard to come by.
We should tell them now that because people are going to be wondering, what is too spicy for YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, here's the scale. Okay, on one hand, you have water. That is about the spicy level that YouTube likes.
Yes.
Pure filtered water over here at the full Brita.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then way over here on the other end of the spectrum, you have whole wheat bread, and that is just too spicy. That's ethnic food, and they do not want you going anywhere near that.
Yeah, we did a whole wheat video, and they did not enjoy that. So we are going to have a too spicy for YouTube Patreon-a-thon, okay? So our goal is to get 50 of our fans, which is just like a tiny little sliver of our fans, to join our Patreon. Link is in the description below. And there's 3 different tiers. Okay, so you can do $5 a month. And for that, we will toast you on the air. So you will be immortalized with vodka sodas forever. Picture us doing that with your name.
That's a $5 clinky
Very
right
exciting. For $10 a month, you can send us something that you want advice about. We will give you advice live on air, and we will send you a sticker. It's going to be a cool sticker. For $20 a month for the real big fans.
Hey, big
And
spender.
I know you're out there, and I know you love me as much as I love you. I love you more. We will give you some free merch from our store. You take your pick. The Welcome to Florida Wanna See My Asshole merch is a real crowd favorite.
Personal favorite. I love wearing my shirt to bars. I get asked a lot of questions about it, and most of them in a heated fashion.
Yeah.
And I chuckle.
Yeah.
I do.
It's a conversation starter is what it is. And that's what our show is about. It's about starting conversations. So please help us support our goal. If you can join the Patreon, great. We got 3 different tiers for you. If you're like, if you want to do Ko-Fi, we got that too.
Yeah.
We just need a little help right now until we get out of money jail.
Let's stretch here.
Okay.
We know. Hey, contribute if you can. We don't want you going broke over this. If you got the dough, we'd love to share in some of it. But
yes.
In addition to those 3 tiers, I personally, if you contribute $100 a month, which is a lot, and most people can't. If you do, the sock's coming off.
Oh God!
The sock will come off. Just
down. No one wants to see your feet. So anyways, please help us reach our goal, and thank you so much for supporting us, and we love you so much, and we're glad you're here. Let's talk about the economy, the larger economy, not our economy.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice segue.
I'm
Lovely.
good with the segues. The age-old question, are Republicans better at economy? Everyone seems to think so, but the proof actually might say something different.
Is this a trivia question? Because I would like to answer it now.
No, it is not. Save that for later. I think we both know the answer to that one. Here's a few quick little stats to just give you a little snapshot of how the economy's going. Tariffs are driving up prices on small businesses.
Which is good.
Farmers are freaking out. Here's a farmer talking about how the tariffs have affected soybeans.
I think that tariffs are the ice cream on the cake of a perfect storm. When you try to sell a product, okay, U.S. soybeans leaving New Orleans without the tariff to China are cheaper than Brazilian soybeans at the current market. But when you put the tariff on top of them, Brazilian beans are cheaper.
Soy mal. No, wait, I'm not. The tariffs are. Anyway, yeah, the soy guys, the soy boys do not like that.
Soy tariffs,
again.
no es bueno. Now, if the tariffs fall in court, which there's already been a judge that said you can't do these tariffs because he read the law or something.
Which is weird in a judge nowadays. It's nice to see, but I do not expect it anymore. It's refreshing.
No. It is. It's a little mist on a summer's day. So the tariff thing is going to go to the Supreme Court, and on the one hand, they tend to give Trump whatever the hell he wants. On the other hand, it's a pretty clear violation of the law. So if they end up saying, yeah, you can't do the tariffs, then we are going to have to pay $200 billion in refunds to all the people that we tariffed.
Hey,
now,
fun note on that.
Yeah.
That money will not leave the country.
Will not.
We will pay it back to everyone who paid it, and not a single foreign country will get a dime. Those will all come back, well, to you and me. Not me so much as you, because I did not import anything. But if I had.
Well, actually, where the money is going to go is to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
Oh, he's nice.
So Howard Lutnick's company, which is now being run by his children, so he doesn't have anything to do with it.
Completely separated.
He's innocent as a little newborn lamb.
Not his newborn.
No. His company is going around buying up all of the rights to those refunds. So if the Supreme Court does strike this down, his company is going to make so much fucking money.
Probably, like, I'm going to guess between, I'm going to say 60 and 90% of that money.
Yeah. So $200 billion goes into his pocket at the end of this, and that's just a thing we thought you should know about.
Governing.
Now, Levi's is warning about anti-American sentiment affecting their foreign sales. What do you think about that?
Okay, I get where they're coming from on this, because I am not America's biggest fan these days.
Sure.
We kind of suck at the moment.
Yeah.
And
We hope to do better.
I do love Levi's. I have several pairs. I find them quite comfy.
Yep.
And they often don't have that stretch, which I am not a personal fan of. I like my classic denim.
You don't like a stretch.
I don't. They
You like
wear down.
rigid?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I do. I'm a traditionalist.
Okay.
But, the Levi's, they feel very American. And so if you're hating on America, yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, you can't be that iconically American and not be iconically American. So I need us to do way better real soon.
Yeah.
Because, I don't have to wear a red hat. I can avoid that.
Sure.
I don't have to go around screaming, MAGA, MAGA, like
Yes.
I used to do before Trump.
Sure.
I don't have to do a lot of things that are associated with the political right at the moment, but I like my comfy jeans.
Now, quick question. Are these your twerking jeans?
She's making fun of me because earlier on the show between takes, I was a twerking. Clarification. I attempted to twerk and became catastrophically white and injured my chest. That is what happened a few minutes ago.
Not his butt.
Nope.
The butt never left the chair.
It did not.
He was doing a seated twerk. Let's just be clear about that.
Technically it was a butt dance, but I was born this color. And this color I will most likely stay. Because I will not be accepted by any other groups after that embarrassing incident.
No, you will not.
So, yes, I'll be twerking again in my Levi's as soon as America changes for the better.
Amen.
I got to get those polio braces somehow.
Now let's talk about the old job market, because this week it turns out there's more unemployed people than there are available jobs right now. And about
That's good,
30,
right? That's good.
Yeah, no, that's what you want.
Good.
That's exactly what you want in unemployment
Opportunity.
rates.
Wait, no.
Is it knocking? No, that's someone looking for a job. There's 34% of corporate CEOs that are planning to do layoffs due to AI. That isn't going to be slowing down anytime soon. So we, as a public service to you, want to offer you some tips on how to get a job in this difficult job market. So what do you think? What do you think that people should do?
All right. We both talked about this. We
Yeah.
came up with good stuff for you. One, crypto. It's the new thing. You have to launch your own crypto.
Just
Your
launch a
Bitcoin,
crypto.
your meme coin,
Just do a
your
crypto.
NFT. Just do a crypto.
You don't have to know what it is.
Trump, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's making billions in crypto. He's making like 5 million, billion. Hey, why not you?
Why not you? Why not you? You could do that too. Tip number 2, have you tried nepotism?
Oh.
It's worked for several people before, and it could for you. You got to try out the new networking app for nepotism from the makers of LinkedIn. It's called Grandfathered In, and that is the job hunting site for kids with rich grandpas. So try that.
It's so much easier. You don't have to put in all that employment information because you don't have any.
No.
You just put in your family history. They link with that genealogy site.
Yeah.
And it uploads it all for you. It's super easy, and they've got AI.
It's too easy.
And that will take your job before you get it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you are not the favored grandkid.
No. If you could become the favored grandkid, that will help you. So get out your Werther's Original, go talk to Gramps.
Oh, yeah. All right, so moving on. You're going to like this one.
Yeah.
It's one of my personal favorites. Hey, start your own business, right? Start your own business.
Brilliant.
Be the one who hires them.
Brilliant.
You know
Yes.
what's a good business?
Yeah.
Wait, no. You know it's a terrible business to get into and start? You shouldn't do feet pics on the internet.
Oh, dear God. Here
It's
it
a flooded market. You got to stay away from that. Maybe hand pics like a pervert, but don't do feet pics, all right?
Hand picks?
Yeah, it's gross. Just why would you? Ew. You use that with, not at.
Okay.
It's gross. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
don't ignore the feet pic market. It's terrible. Market's down.
Are you just trying to keep the competition away from your feet pick site?
Really am. Yeah, I'm trying very hard here.
Okay.
Don't make feet pics, but do look at mine. AustinToes.org.
Okay. .org.
Yeah.
course.
Many of our dollars go
a
to charity.
nonprofit?
Well, so far.
Anywho, last tip for
love
you.
it. Okay.
So this is a market that is very available to you, okay? Representation, legal counsel for Donald Trump, okay? The court cases, they keep on a-coming. He's lost like 6 court cases this week. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. The man needs lawyers. So just
so many.
bop on over to the law school of whatever Pacific Island will let you get a degree for free.
Hey, you don't need a degree.
It's honestly, it's better if you're not a good lawyer. That will only help you. So don't worry about getting like good at it or whatever, because you're not going to need to do that. So
plausible deniability is the key.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
And reasonable Photoshop skills, because you will have to show something to a judge who will not be checking
Sure.
close because he also faked it.
you can just do a law license online. Just ask ChatGPT, like, hey, cook me up a law license, and then it'll put in a bunch of text that looks like Russian or whatever, and then you're going to want to cover that up with actual text that sounds lawyerly like, and it'll be
Dies
fine.
and wherefores and things like that. And as long as you're on AI, go ahead and ask AI to help you be born rich, because that's
Yes, critical. That is a critical component that will help you so much in
Honestly,
this job market.
it's better than all of our other suggestions combined. It's got AI and be born rich, which are the literally only two factors. Don't do the feet pics.
Cool. So now you know how to get a job.
You're welcome.
Now, we mentioned that Trump has been getting his ass handed to him in court over and over again, speaking of those sweet, sweet little lawyers of his.
Sweaty cheeks, just getting us slapped.
The court said you can't do the tariffs, which we mentioned.
Hilarious.
Shouldn't have invaded LA. That was very illegal to send the National Guard in there. Now,
Weirdly, that's exactly what it looked like at the time.
yeah, very true. Yes. And now it has just been kind of corroborated by a judge.
I mean, it's a bit late.
Yeah. Here is a quote from Kristi Noem about the whole LA situation when they were asking her, about if Chicago is next.
But I do know that LA wouldn't be standing today if President Trump hadn't taken action. Then that city would have burned down if left to the devices of the mayor and the governor of that state.
So LA would not be standing if the National Guard hadn't come.
Well, I saw that video of them in that park not doing anything except being there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, case closed. That pretty much cinches it, right? I mean, there was that park. You saw it.
Right.
There was a park and all those buildings not being attacked, the government buildings that
Yeah.
were so successfully protected,
Yes.
they weren't even attacked.
If they weren't there, they would have been burned to the ground. It's
Or at least kneecapped or maybe just
Yeah.
mildly tripped. Not standing.
right.
Not standing.
It's Schrodinger's riot.
Yeah.
Would it have existed if? Nobody knows.
You heard what Schrodinger's veterinarian said to him.
Here we go. We're about to do a dad joke. What did he say?
I've got good news and bad news.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Moving on.
That's what you come to us for. It's the dad jokes. Dad over here with all the jokes. Now, DC, late breaking news from that I just heard. DC has now sued in the same manner that LA has sued, and all of this has made old Taco Trump change his mind about invading Chicago, which he was all gung ho about a few days ago.
Are you trying to tell me that Trump always chickens out?
I am a little bit. He mocked his way right back out of that. He was like, "We'll only come if they want us to." And J.B. Pritzker has been like, "No," and the Chicago mayor has been like, "No." And so I guess that plan is off because it's massively illegal. They might do New Orleans instead.
Oh yeah, they'd love him there, Plus Levi's. I mean Levi's. Never mind.
There we go. Now the National Guard in D.C. They're doing very important things. They are like mulching trees. They're cleaning up trash.
That's nice. I like that.
I actually really do like this. It's like, we've got these guys and gals as well. And let's just, let them take care of some stuff. They don't need to stand around with guns, like make themselves useful. I like this.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be a great idea of paying people, citizens to come out and do work on projects for the administration?
Ooh.
Like there are all these civil things that we could all benefit from, and people who need jobs and working on projects for the administration. That sounds good.
So like we could pay our taxpayer dollars to fund their salaries, and then they would do stuff that would make things better for all of us.
I mean, the deal currently sucks.
Can we have that?
And I think maybe it's time for a new deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, old deal sucks, new deal coming in. Let's do it. I like it. Now, I wanted to read you a quote about gun regulation. Speaking of all of these National Guard troops being stationed in these cities. Okay. I'm not going to loft a skull or anything, but just pretend like I am. This was a quote from somebody on MSNBC, MS Now. Don't love the name change, but this is a great quote. This same week, a shooter killed 2 children at a school in Minneapolis. It was the 434th school shooting since the massacre at Columbine High School in 1999, which surely qualifies as a public safety emergency no matter the criteria. Amen. Yet after every one of these shootings, the political right insists we can't regulate the weapons that help monsters to mass murder children, because if we did, they say, what would stop the government from deploying troops in the streets? And now that deployment has happened, and these very same people are applauding. And that just really felt like it kind of nailed it.
It really does get to the heart of the matter.
Yeah.
You know, it's the irony nail in the coffin of, well, us. We're in that coffin.
Yeah.
But it hurts sometimes now when people are so right.
Yeah.
It's like, A, great quote, and B,
Ouch.
ow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Big ouch. Yeah. Yeah. That one stings a little, but it's true. Other ways that Trump has gotten his ass handed to him in court, just to
Russian hookers.
put a little balm on that soul there. Harvard judge said, you can't take Harvard's money away, you got to give it back.
I love that because they were like,
Nice.
well, they're doing anti-Semitism, said Trump, and Harvard said, yeah, we actually have been having a problem with that, but we're working on it clearly before all of this. And also, what do any of these research studies have to do with that? And the judge looked at it and said, well, damn, son, nothing at all. It seems that you, the administration, is using anti-Semitism as, oh, I love you, Judge, a smokescreen.
Oh.
Just to take political retribution against Harvard.
Okay.
I mean, it was scathing.
I love it. I love it.
It was so good.
I love
it. Was
a lot
so
of the
good.
judges this week. It's good stuff. Another one said you cannot use the Alien Enemies Act for all these deportations. You're trying to send the Venezuelans thither and yon because they're all in Tren de Aragua, which is a thing we just heard about I don't know, a month ago. It's usually you can't do that. And that
it was
pretty
an
great.
invading army, which, okay, it begs the question. It does. Where are we fighting this invading army? Because I have not seen an invading army.
Yes.
Nor have I seen our army
Right.
fighting them in their invasion.
Yeah. Our army is mulching trees right now.
Have we forgotten to mobilize our army?
Oh, we should look into that.
Or is Hegfest just
there
still on happy hour time?
Yeah, he's probably busy drinking and/or fucking someone that is not his wife. So.
Does he know about all these wars we're clearly, definitely in, and that allows Trump to have all these powers?
It's so they're gonna. This is a late breaking story here. Apparently, they're going to change the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War. So he's probably been pretty busy with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see how that would take a lot of time. He's going to
Right.
need to be over in that makeup room.
There is.
Right?
Yeah.
Getting pretty for
there's-
his Department of War.
Gotta
What's
go on
going to
the
make
shows.
the War Department, as they often refer to it, a lot more easy enough. People are going to stop getting confused.
Yeah.
Way to go.
No,
You know what
it's-
they're going to need, though?
Yeah.
New logo.
Yeah.
Here in Austin, we know a thing or two about getting a new logo.
Listen.
And the extraordinary costs associated with it. But I cannot tell you the benefits that this city has and will continue to derive from all the money we invested in this new logo. I can't tell you that because I don't know of any.
Yeah. We in Austin, we just spent $1 million on a new logo for the city. That's what happened. Our schools are getting consolidated. We're taking away schools and moving children around. But we do have a new logo. It's not good.
Well, of course not.
But we
That's
do have
not
a new
how
one.
new logos work.
No, it's not. Ask Cracker Barrel. Ask them how that went.
How much did it cost to change back, I wonder? Because we're probably about to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So we got that going for us. Now, this was not a case in court, but it did hurt Trump's fifis, and so we're going to throw that in with the mix because we're bringing ourselves a little bit of joy today. So Putin, Xi, Modi, Kim Jong-un, they all threw a party at this military parade in China, and they did not invite him. And he got real pissy about that, and he accused them of conspiring against America.
What? Our nation's enemies conspire against us?
I got to give it to him. He's probably on track with that one.
To be fair, two of them aren't technically enemies. One of them's a solid trading partner, and we actually really, adore the wonderful people of India. They are fantastic. Yes. World's biggest democracy.
We have fucked them over with tariffs.
So badly. So very, very badly. And I would desperately like that Kingfisher beer now, but can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
They're like Kingfisher, and I'm like, none. Garlic
The dad
naan.
jokes. The dad jokes again. This is why you come.
You're tired of this, chat.
Let's talk about the Epstein story, which is back in the news after a little hiatus where we were all wondering whether or not Trump was dead.
I'm sad on two fronts now.
Yeah, that got us to stop talking about Epstein stuff for like 5 minutes, but he ain't dead. He's back. He's on videos doing stuff. Now, the Epstein victims, they did a presser in D.C., right there at the Capitol.
Which was very, it was inspiring to watch. Did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but you were telling me about this flyover right in the middle of the speech.
And then afterwards, I got a notification from the Department of Justice telling me that this was going to happen when it had already happened. This woman abused children.
For no reason, like literally couldn't have been any, it was just a weird coincidence, guys, that when all of these victims who are saying things like they're going to release their own compiled list if no one in the government, plane cries out. That we needed a flyover from a military jet. Who's in charge of the military? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably somebody who's a big supporter of the Epstein files coming out and everyone listening to women and believing their stories.
That's right. Because he was there when they happened. Now, here's what I find interesting about this. So, I know. Don't let me say words. That'll only get us all in trouble. We're finally listening to these women. These women have been saying this stuff for literally years. They've been like, oh, you want a list? I will make you a list. Like, I talked about this. I was on the news. I wrote a book. I testified. I did all the things. I really tried to get the word out about this. And we were all like, if only we could know what happened. And they were like, can I just real quick, can we, I will tell you. And so we're finally saying, hey, she might know. We should ask her. And it blows my mind that we would start believing women during a Trump administration. Isn't that weird?
Okay, look, I am tired of your lefty hypocrisy.
Okay.
Because you were among the first and loudest voices to say that we shouldn't believe Ghislaine Maxwell, who is also a woman. All right? And you're
got
over
me
here bashing on women. You're female bashing, it's abuse, is what you're doing. And now you're trying to fix your persona because you've done messed up so bad with women who hate her now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's hypocritical. You're a bad person.
Yeah.
I want you to go embrace Ghislaine Maxwell right now, which you can do because she is on work release.
Yes. That she... I think maybe I will skip the embracing.
Do you want to at least apologize to her?
No, I do not.
And that is why women will not be heard in this country of traitors. Here to comment is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Hi, Austin. I am here to fight for truth, justice, and of course, CrossFit.
All right, so you're offering to read these names so the victims don't get sued. That is a wonderful thing to offer to do. Are you becoming a decent person now?
Well, I tell you what, after a lot of talks and prayers with the Lord and my room full of grenade launchers, which is where, of course, I feel the most spiritual, I just knew that it was the right thing to do.
And what if one of those names is Donald Trump? Will you read that name?
You know what? I bet I'm going to be reading Bill Clinton's name.
But what if Trump's name is on the list?
Sorry, I'm just going to...
Donald,
Listen, wait for a minute. Just
Donald J. Trump. What if it's Donald J. Trump's name on the list?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't see how that could happen.
Okay, stop pumping iron, Margie. Okay. Will you read Donald J. Trump's name? If that's on the victim, if that's a victimizer, will you read that name? You believe the victims.
No, I and the thing is, it's about justice, and those women have been, and I
so brave.
You know what?
What?
I just remembered.
Uh-huh.
I just remember.
What do you remember?
I have a gun in the oven. I'm going to go check on that, and you can just hang out here and just do this. Okay, I'll be, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Marjorie Taylor Greene, everybody.
Oh, shit, almost forgot. Go! So let's talk about RFK Jr. and his mission to MAHA. Okay, so he was getting grilled in Congress.
Is that why he's that brown color now?
No, he just comes like that.
Ew.
Yeah, that
Ew.
I don't like
Phrasing.
how I said that.
No.
That wasn't good. That wasn't good.
It's probably quite accurate, though. I don't think that's what's supposed to happen. It's probably exactly how that works.
That probably does. So he was getting grilled. Again, that's not why he looks like that. That happened beforehand. The breathing. Okay, we're just going to let you listen to a little sample here of this is just somebody else talking and him breathing in the background. Take a look.
I know that President Trump, Vice President Vance, and you are all supportive of this effort.
Okay, so this is the guy we turn to for what kind of advice?
For health.
Health. Yeah.
Health. You want health, you call this guy. This is the health guy. Now, there was also another clip that was, I'm not even going to explain it, just take a look at this one.
Scientists and doctors are saying otherwise. They're all wrong too. They're all lying, according to you.
The scientists and doctors are supporting me all over the country. There is division on opinion.
I don't get letters from thousands of people who are not political saying that this set of changes is going to damage American healthcare, and particularly these healthcare agencies, for decades to come. I don't get any letters from people saying, hey, this is going to make a big difference forever.
Maybe you're listening to a selective group of people.
Well, you get me.
Yeah, and I will.
Fine.
I will tell you what, Senator. I will put my mailbag against your mailbag any day of the week.
Jesus Christ, guys, just fuck already.
Oh my
The
God.
sexual tension in the room. We're going to put our mailbags up against each other. Hello.
Yeah, I'm challenging your authority.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, he's going blue steel.
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Excellent RFK Jr. impression.
Thank you. They did correct part of the transcript of the testimony where everyone in the audience yelled, kiss, kiss, kiss. And I regret that. I think it should have stayed in.
It should have stayed. It's a matter of public record. They should be honest. They should keep that in there.
Which is also what he said.
That's what he said. Now, a couple of things that MAHA man is doing to help.
Man.
Exactly. He's trying to help the country. So drowning prevention programs defunded. Mass shooting prevention, it's not like we have a problem with those. Also
Shot that one down.
defunded. So he's doing a great job. And then his boss, RFK Jr.'s boss, Trump, spent several days trying to convince people that he was not dead.
Very important.
Now, there's a lot of health questions about RFK Jr., sure, because when you look at him, you can tell he has some kind of mitochondrial imbalance.
He is a picture of health. He's the before picture.
Yes, not the after picture.
Good Lord, no.
He is tanned leather, just heaving into the microphone.
Thrusting, heaving.
It's gross.
Filthy.
But Trump, of course, everybody was like, well, he could be dead. We believe that, There's been lots of health questions with the bruising on the hand. Now, there's been a lot of mental aptitude questions. Those have been going on for years. Man, woman, camera, etc. Here is a video of him. So there was a video of bags being thrown out of the windows at the White House, which is objectively weird.
Really freaking weird.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on.
People are like, what's happening? And so rightfully they asked a question of him at this. Here is a video of him trying to explain that video, and just see after watching this if you think that this man should be in charge of anything.
One of the problems we have with AI, it's both good and bad. If something happens really bad, just blame AI. But also they create things, you know, it works both ways. If something happens that's really bad, maybe I'll have to just blame AI.
I mean, it begs that classic poetic question: where are all the good men dead? In the heart or in the head? I'm probably butchering that, in which case I'd be great at government. But
yeah.
Either way, either of those dead men could be in government now.
They could.
And probably testifying before Congress.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to say both the heart and the head. Or it's AI.
Could be. And if it is, then doesn't that make so much sense that someone would make an AI video of garbage bags being tossed out of the window at the White House?
I mean, it has to make sense. The President of the United States said it into a camera.
Uh-huh.
So it either has to make sense, or we done up when we elected somebody. Because imagine if that guy's just bonkers nuts and he's saying this crap and we elected him twice.
Yeah.
What would that say about us?
He was standing in front of like a table full of sausages, and he was like, these sausages are about to be so much cheaper, and then he just didn't do that. And now we have the Gulf of America.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something.
What's that?
Call YouTube. That video was AI.
Oh. Uh-oh.
That was an AI video, YouTube. We need our money back.
I hope we...
Just put it in a sack and chuck it out the window of the White House.
Exactly. And we'll just catch it. We'll just... There we go. Next up, we are going to do our news quiz with our own Jen Haston. So stick around. We'll be right back. All right. It's time for our news quiz. We have our own Jen Haston here. Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Watching the world burn.
That's
excellent. Nice. Thank you so much for being our quiz master today. Are you ready to dive in and find out who is the best at news?
Yes, I am ready. I can't wait to see who's going to win this time.
Okay, lay it on us.
Right. Question 1. Overpromised and underdelivered. Which piece of software is running Elon Musk's Tesla company directly into the ground? A. Non-operational non-operational bioweapon defense mode. B. The self-driving function that makes you watch the road more. C. The easy-to-break gigantic screens. D. Malfunctioning dog mode, which keeps AC on so drivers can leave pets in the car. Oh
my God.
All of the above.
Oh, they all sound so plausible.
Okay, well, normally you make me answer first because you are a cheater who keeps winning. So I will answer first and say, no, I'm going to call it all of them. This is Elon Musk. He doesn't make things that work. He makes things that sound cool, and then you spend a lot of money on them, and then you find out it didn't work. He also makes a flamethrower.
Yes, and he makes a car that's a triangle. I feel like it's not all of them because some of them are too outrageous. I feel like it's between B or D, and I think, gosh, it's a tough one.
Commit to it.
I think I'm going to go with B.
Andrew, you are correct.
Oh.
Yes.
I demand a recount. You proved to me all those work.
You used the wrong answer. That's how it counts. Okay, so moving on.
Who made you in charge of this quiz?
I am in charge of this quiz.
Oh, yes. Andrea.
The White House is being sued because of Tariff Trump's most recent tariffy decisions. How much
Makes
will the
sense.
American government have to pay back if this lawsuit goes the other way? Is it A, $454 billion? That's just pocket change. B, $342 billion. C, $210 billion. D, $176 billion.
See?
C. S-C. The C is the correct answer, and the correct answer is C.
In a
You are both wrong. The answer is $210 billion.
Wait, is
No,
that not the one
that's
the one we were saying? It's 210.
You
Yeah,
said
210,
wait.
no.
You're right. You're both right.
Sus. I'm calling sus shenanigans. Shenanigans on
If I
Jen.
shenan once, I will shenan again.
I do the dad jokes around here. Wait, do I do the dad jokes around here?
You do some of them. She does others.
And Jeremy does the rest. He
Yes,
actually has
yes,
a whole face. Yeah, that's really good
Yeah.
Facebook.
Are we
too.
ready for the
Spreading it
next
out.
question? I'll do my very best to get this one, half right.
Okay.
Okay. What made the United States great was understanding how many who was drowning, where they were drowning, and why they were drowning. Currently, this drowning prevention program is on the cutting block of the new U.S. budget. Which organization runs this program? Is it A, the YMCA? Is it B, the FBI? Is it C, ICE? Is it D, the CDC? Or E, no one? Because who cares really about kids drowning?
This is a tough one.
I'm saying, first off, the CDC, and followed by also they don't care about children.
Right. I'm going to go with E because, yeah, they straight up don't care about them kids. Fuck them kids.
While true, Austin is the winner of this particular question.
Oh,
The
my
CDC is the correct agency.
I expect my accolades in the mail any minute now.
We're only on question 3. The accolades don't come until at least question 8.
I want to get rid of this.
I know, but you remain a news loser for now.
Okay.
Turning to our next question, Florida, always a fun place to talk about, has done the impossible and ended all vaccine mandates in the Sunshine State. What has renowned infectious diseases expert Michael Osterholm said people in Florida should avoid? A, going to any Disney theme parks. B, be careful of any Florida man incidents they come across. C, move out of the state immediately. D, wear masks in public again.
I have an answer.
Okay.
I do not believe it's necessarily in line with the question,
Okay.
but I believe it's the correct answer.
Okay.
But I think one should avoid it because of the extreme cost and horrible nature of the thing.
Just Florida in general.
Oh, good Lord, yes. Go ahead. I got mine. I'm locked in.
You're locked. Do you want to just say it?
I don't want to hint it to you, so I'm just going to. I think it's Disney.
I think it's also Disney. Yeah.
You could hear that?
Yeah. That was out loud.
Oh.
Pretty
How long
sure
has
it's
this been
A,
going
but
on?
it also seems like it could a little bit be C. But I'm gonna go with A.
A is correct. You both get a point.
Cheater!
Don't celebrate too much. We've got more questions to go.
Again?
Did you know that the United Kingdom has a rainy day collection of frozen Russian defense funds? I sure didn't. That's terrifying. To which country has the UA given £1 billion for their own protection? Is it A, Israel, B, Indonesia, C, India, D, Ukraine?
I'm gonna let you go first.
God, I hope it's Ukraine. Let it be Ukraine. Let it be. The beautiful irony of giving frozen Russian assets to Ukraine to defend itself against Russia is too beautiful. Too good. Too good, Jen.
So what's your answer, Austin?
Ukraine, please, and thank you.
Ukraine over here as well.
You are both correct.
Oh, chef's kiss, UK. Nice work.
Andrea's ahead by 1 point.
Vicious single point.
Give me some more questions. I'm ready to go.
All right.
She's ready to go.
question
I'm ready to
number
cheat. I will
6.
bribe you for correct answers.
I'd like to wish you two and everyone watching at home safety while it lasts. Make peace with your rivals. Apologize to everyone you've wronged and leave this planet in peace.
Okay.
And now on to the questions. What has the Pentagon said they have complete control over regarding their speedy push towards infusing defense with artificial intelligence to keep up with China and Russia?
But this is not going to be good.
Creating a Terminator-like future. B. Creating a War Games-like future. C. Creating a Doctor Strangelove type future. D. Creating a Book of Eli-like future. E. All of the above.
That is a really tough question.
That is a tough one. I feel like Dr. Strangelove, we've had that in the past.
Yeah.
And as we do not study history, I assume we are on the cusp, if not well into repeating it. I'm going to stick with Dr. Strangelove because I'm just going to stop worrying and learn to love the bomb.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with A.
A for Andrea.
Yeah.
You know she hasn't seen any of
How
these
about
movies.
you?
I haven't seen a single one of these movies. I have no idea. This is a pure gut feeling reaction.
As I would like peace on earth and purity of essence, I'm going to say Dr. Strangelove.
Okay.
But if I am wrong, I am prepared to answer to the Coca-Cola Company.
Okay. Both of you are wrong. The answer is all of the above. Essentially,
Wow.
according to experts at Stanford, nearly every simulation they run ends with almost all of the AI models showing a preference to escalate aggressively, use firepower indiscriminately, and turn crises into shooting wars, even to the point of launching nuclear weapons. Well, that's a thought that's going to foster.
Okay.
And yet AI charges forward to take our jobs.
Well, I guess we can't apply for that nuke launcher job because AY will take that too. Man, what a lovely time to be alive.
Yeah, thanks
Jen,
for that.
happy to see you. Love you.
It was nice
Tell you while I
knowing
can.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got another question. Let's belly up for this one, okay?
All right.
There have been interesting changes in the CEO relationships across Europe and the UK. What company does Zoe Hamburger work for? A. In-N-Out Burger. B. Pizza Hut. C. McDonald's. D. Subway.
I am stumped. I have not heard of this at all, and I feel cheated in my life for this. So, man, I mean, I want to go with the obvious route, but you know, I think after Jared, they would literally do anything to change the topic. Subway.
I'm going to go with McDonald's.
Andrew, you are correct.
Oh,
Austin,
damn
you
it,
are
Jared,
wrong.
again. You're up by 2 now. I don't like how this is going.
Yeah. Looks like somebody's about to be the best at news. Uno mas.
Well, let's not count those news awards until we're ready to deliver, okay? So the next question is, having the National Guard stationed in Washington, D.C. costs around $1 million a day. Taxpayer money well spent. What do most of the guardsmen do during the urban occupation? A. Create guideposts all across the city and suburbs. B. Pick up garbage. C. Deport citizens with ICE. D. Imagine how much less paperwork they'd do if they were superheroes.
That's a fun one. What you think? You want me to go first? You want to go first?
Go first.
I'm going to go with B.
Andrea has chosen B. Austin, what about you?
As has Austin, down by 2 and prepared to keep that score the exact same by also going with B.
Both of you are correct. Pick up garbage. $1 million.
I'm going to be fair.
To pick up garbage.
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to pick up the garbage. It feels like it shouldn't be maybe quite that expensive, but you know.
But this is it's the DC National Guard, so they are authorized to shoot the garbage.
Great. And that is a perfectly acceptable way to get rid of the garbage. Is pew pew.
Litter is a crime.
Yeah.
Like skateboarding.
Yes, exactly. And being homeless, apparently.
Oh, yes. Terrible. Get them out of the country.
All right. Number 9. True or false? Robin Westman, the shooter of the Catholic Mass, said this about himself via his journal. Should be harder for people like me to carry out these attacks. I have been showing signs for a while. I need to be stopped. I don't want to abandon my plan, but I really want to be stopped for the sake of my family. Is this true or false?
That sounds real true.
Sounds incredibly true.
Yeah.
Incredibly true. But I'm going to play some strategy because I'm already losing. And if you're saying true and I say true, then the best that happens is I don't win still. So I have to go with false on the off chance you're wildly wrong because I think it's true. False.
Andrea is correct.
Well, I heck of a thing to be correct about.
Yep. Listen, what if...
I'm just going to drink more. I'm just going to go ahead and drink
we've got
more.
one question left. And what if I offer you right here and right now to you just give up on the off chance that I beat you, and I will let you have the most medium at news prize, and I will take the best at news.
Here's the thing about me.
Right?
Here's the thing about me.
It's the thing about her.
The thing about me is that the heart of a champion beats in my chest. I am proud to be the best at news, and I will have my trophy. Sorry, I had to do an Oscar moment there.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Thank you. It felt. Thank you. No.
Okay.
Let's.
These are
Okay.
heavier than
I tell you what. No, here's what we're gonna do, Jen. How many points is Austin down?
Austin is down by 3 points.
3 points. Okay.
3 points.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep things spicy.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make this last question worth 5 points.
Ooh.
That is very spicy.
You get this question correct, you take home the gold. I'm not afraid right now. I feel like I can do this.
All right.
Sound good?
What if we both get it correct? Then I guess I still lose. That's fair.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. No, I'm in.
All right.
I'm in. This sounds like a great way to play the game. Let me just get this.
You're
for
just
you
happy
right
to
there.
play, right? You're happy to be here, right, Austin?
I'm go sport. Yay, points.
Yes. Woo.
I support the underdog.
Yay.
And the local team.
All right. Which actor or director recently called the person who is in the White House currently, I guess the word is leading, a very good actor? Was it A, Macaulay Culkin, B, Kevin Spacey, C, Woody Allen, D, Mel Brooks, E, Kiefer Sutherland?
Oh, what a good group. New York's favorite nebbishy little freak and guy we'd all like to say we don't know, Woody Allen.
Yes, if we could just punt him into the sun for being a creep, that'd be cool.
Would love to forget that guy.
It is Woody Allen.
Love and Death was a great movie.
You are both correct, which means you are the best of news.
She's the best at news.
I'm the best at news.
She's
Once again,
the
I am an
greatest at
unstoppable bullet train headed through the Japanese countryside at a rapid speed. Doesn't that sound nice? And you are, once again, the news loser. He still bears the mantle of his shame.
The mark of the loser is upon me once again.
Yes.
Parents, I have shamed you. But by now, you're used to it.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly.
it's been going on for a while. He does like a lot of feed pic jokes, and so you should be. It's pretty standard operating
Austin,
procedure.
it does look a lot like a participation trophy.
I wish.
Yeah, he did participate in. It's a scrap of paper. You can see it's torn at the bottom with the news loser.
I did not make this with the intention of ever having to wear it. But
And yet-
fate had other plans.
And yet.
But if feet had other plans, then I'd be winning. Hold on, let me kick these bad boys off. Hey, Jen, have you seen my toes?
No, we're not selling feet pics right now. Calm down.
$100 a month.
I am overjoyed about this, not about the timeline that we're living in. But I want to thank our own Jen Haston so much for being here, for being our quiz master, for being the bestest person in the whole gosh darn world. And we love you so much.
You're the best.
Everybody out there, please remember that we are doing the Too Spicy for YouTube Patreon-a-thon, and please join our Patreon at whatever membership level you feel comfortable with. You can also do Ko-Fi if you don't want to do Patreon. We got options, or you can go to our store. You can get some merch. The little Phoenix logo. You can get that. We got these. So we can get you some merch, and it's going to be a good time. The horrors abound, but we are here with you, and we love you dearly, and we love that you love us. Thank you for being here with us.
We'll laugh through the tears, people.
That's what we're gonna do. So
Just
everybody,
like pooping.
someone's having some digestive issues. We're gonna get that sorted out. But as always,
love you. Bye.